Alrighty. Um, so Aldervaris was last auditioning in the Odeon Pictures building. She met, what's his name, Maverick Johnston, or something like that. I'm not sure. Alright, let's continue on her journey. Let's exit the building and explore some more.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Yeah, these two women were talking about celebrities, I think. Movie actors or actresses, I don't know. Where is the nearest workbench? I need to
I think
upgrade.
we can both agree that Maverick Johnston is the finest director in Halcyon.
I need to upgrade
I agree
my
with that,
lead machine
but
gun.
only because Halcyon's aetherwave industry is sorely lacking in sophisticated directors.
Oh, for law's sake. What about All My Colonists? Johnston directed that.
Johnston did not direct All My Colonists. His name was tacked on, much like his endings.
Okay, so this is the Bureau of Exploration building, right? We have to find... What's her name again? Why am I so bad with names? Sarah Lockwood. Sarah Lockwood's document that warranted her, her status for being hunted by the board's assassins. Let's see what it's all about. What is this? Sanada Gallery. Prosperity Plaza. What is Sanada Gallery?
You must think you're pretty tough. I bet I could take you.
Well, we both have the same type of armor. Wanna find out? Aldervaris versus you. No trespassing. Closed for R&R, repairs and renovations. I thought recreation and... what? Recovery? Parcel service. Eridanos. Halcyon parcel service. Wow, so many units in transit. HPS Halcyon. Okay. Anthrocili. Let's enter the... what is this? Vulcan armor piercing high grade premium cartridges high velocity. Stock is slim. Okay, this is the building, right? Bureau of Exploration. I need to find the nearest workbench. Where is the nearest workbench? I need to find it. Where is it?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sugar gel flakes and purple berry flavored sour nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Yeah, I need to... Where is the nearest workbench? I forgot. I think there is one nearby.
You've no idea how our production has suffered. Why, the loafers working on factory lines are practically robbing us.
It's even worse for us, my good man. Our workers, if one can call them that, keep losing fingers. How are we to make a bit?
Wretched, isn't it?
Maybe you guys should invest in more worker safety stuff, so your workers don't lose fingers so they can keep working. And don't forget to give them a reasonably acceptable salary, welfare, and other benefits. I'm sure it won't make you poor. You will still have a lot of money after all those things, I believe. Executive office closed 5 to 8.
I tell you, We'll change the font in our contracts as per your request. If you'll replace the landscaping around your offices as per ours.
Throw in a clause about hosting our weekly bridge tournaments, and you've got yourself a deal.
You drive a hard bargain, my good man.
They've got to pay me for something, my dear fellow.
I'm all for entrepreneurship, you know. I'm all for people having companies and be as successful as they can be. But it won't hurt them. It won't hurt them, I believe, to give their workers acceptable working conditions and salary and welfare. It won't make them poor, I think. I believe so. It won't make them poor. Wentworth. Where is the workbench I saw last time? I'm forgetting something. I think it's... You can only fast travel to your ship. Yeah, okay. Let's fast travel to my ship. Oh, hold on. Okay, upgraded. Spectrum vodka. A glass for every class. I doubt it. Travel to Byzantium. Okay, where is the building? Over here, right? This is where I've met... What's his name again? Gino Molina? Wait, is it Gino Molina? Like I said, I'm bad with the names. Was it Gino? Gino Molina? I don't know. Or was it Giles?
Fabulous negotiator.
Giles Molina.
Oh, don't get me started, my dear fellow. You are most certainly the master of this art.
Ha! Look at us, at it again already.
These guys are funny. A Bureau of Exploration. Something about the way they interact is funny. 528. Transition to Bureau of Exploration. Lockwood's office. The destruction of Emerald Vale? Huh? What?
Welcome. Welcome to the Byzantium office of... Bureau. Bureau of Exploration. Never mind who I am. Hi there.
What's his name again? Sherman Bradshaw. Sherman Bradshaw. Let's talk to him.
Well, hey there. What can I do for you?
You are the other contractor Sophia mentioned. Wait, what? Yeah, Sophia did mention she hired another agent to hunt down and kill Sarah Lockwood. But okay, so this is an intelligence option. But my question is, how did Aldervaris deduce that this guy is the other agent that Sophia hired? They just met. No conversation had before this. Okay, intelligence, you're the other contractor Sophia mentioned.
Damn, fine, you got me. I ain't a receptionist. Truth be told, I'm glad you know. Lying to a stranger weighs heavily on my spirit. I was hired to cross off Ms. Lockwood. Thought I'd pose as her receptionist. Brilliant, right? Thing is, she ain't shown up in ages. So here we are.
Oh, I know how Aldervaris deduced this guy is the agent Sophia hired, because he made a mistake twice during the introduction, right? First, he was about to say Office of Exploration, while in fact it is called Bureau of Exploration. And what's the other mistake he made? Something about being a receptionist or whatever. What should I choose? I want to prolong the conversation. I want to milk every information I can get from him. I hope you're not planning on attacking me. It won't go well for you. Okay, Aldervaris is saying this not because of her confidence, but because she's a nice girl and she really cares about this person's safety, because she understands what kind of hurt or pain that she can inflict on this person in front of her. I hope you're not planning on attacking me. It won't go well for you.
Perish the thought. I don't just waltz about murdering who I please. I am a professional. I have got standards.
But you will kill an innocent receptionist to take his place.
Hey, I tried to convince him to take a vacation. He wasn't hearing it. Some people's work ethic is just too strong for their own good.
Wait, what? So he did kill the receptionist. Oh my. What is the body now? I think the least we can do for the receptionist is to inform their family of their parish, of their, of their passing, right? I hope the body didn't get dumped somewhere where it would get, destroyed or eaten. Lockwood's long gone, here too late.
What do you mean she's gone? From Byzantium? I'm never gonna find her now. She could be anywhere. Damn it. I needed that job. I really needed that job.
How do you get hired for this job anyway?
Oh, you know how it goes. Board put out a contract, I put in a request, made a few appointments with the appropriate departments, signed some papers. Looked like an easy job. She's a map maker, right? What's she gonna do? Consult her maps and find a good place to hide?
Excuse me.
Could you give a guy some privacy, friend? Kinda busy feeling sorry for myself here. Could you give a guy some privacy, friend? Kinda busy feeling sorry for myself here.
I hope you feel sorry for the receptionist you kill as well. Well, it's not like Aldervaris never killed people. She killed people. But not in this... But not in the context of this guy, I think. But oh well. Maybe in the future Aldervaris will have to make a decision to kill someone like he killed the receptionist. I hope not. Alright, one more thing. What is that woman that we met on Roseway Garden? The rebel What's her name? I'm really bad with names. Octavia? Olivia? Will we meet again? I wonder. I don't know why, but talking to this guy reminds me of that woman. What's her name again? Olivia? Octavia? I don't remember. Now we are here for Sarah Lockwood's document. 2 rooms to the left and right, and this must be an elevator, right? Who is this? Alonso Vallejos. Who is this? What is his job? Alonso Vallejos. What's his job?
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've ever seen visitors in the Bureau before, come to think of it.
Yeah? What gave it away? Maybe the armor?
If you were from around here, you'd probably be off enjoying yourself in Prosperity Plaza, not poking around the Bureau.
Oh,
Alonso
okay.
Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Would you be interested in a trial run?
Okay, so it is pronounced Vallejos, not Vallejos. Vallejos. Okay. Alonso Vallejos. How does this work?
Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking sights around Halcyon. We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is follow the beacons to adventure. That slogan's a work in progress. So, what do you think? Are you interested?
Alright. I've seen plenty of Halcyon already. I'm not impressed. Okay, I hope I can still choose number 1 after this.
Well then, that just makes you the perfect test subject. If my guided tours can impress you, they'll impress anyone.
Alright, I'll help you.
Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless compass, pointing the way to the next beacon. When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery and directs you to the next stop on your tour. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to claim your commemorative hat. Simple!
Just a hat? Alright, I'm off. Alonso Vallejos.
Hey, welcome back.
I'll be on my way. What is this room? Oh, the receptionist room. Girls, get inside. We're going to steal. This must be his revolver, right? Okay, he didn't notice. Good. Where is the body of the receptionist you killed, huh? Their family needs to be informed. Did he see me? Hope not.
In a jiff. Okay. That hand cap. Sure.
Go
Hey,
here.
Can't do that. All right, I'm on the move. Heading out. Can't do that.
Okay. Vented Mark III helmet. What is this? Iconoclast helmet. Oh. Cosmic smoke. Anything else? Nothing. Oh, what is this? Oh! Oh my god. Sherman Bradshaw. I knew you said you killed the receptionist in order to impersonate him. But did you really have to cut both his arms, legs, and also his head? Why are you so sadistic, Sherman Bradshaw? Can you just kill the receptionist without mutilating the body like this? And where do you keep the arms, the legs, and the head? Why? There was no reason to mutilate the body after you kill him.
Heading back.
Fucking Sherman Bradshaw. This is so unnecessary, man. Why are you doing this? Nothing else? Okay. Cartography. Unlock with Lockwood's office key. Nice. Let's case the joint. Wait, is this? What area is this? Is this Roseway Garden? I don't know. The Vermin. Hammersmith. Lockwood's documents. Halcyon Holdings Corporation, Bureau of Exploration, Terminal Access. Messages. Welcome, Rachel Lockwood. Oh, Rachel Lockwood, not Sarah Lockwood. To S. Jiao. From Rachel Lockwood, subject medical treatment. Sandra, you just got back from Billingsley. Had not one, not two, but three near Maple Liquors. Almost done with this project I've been working on for the past 6 months. Decided to celebrate. Hey, don't worry. I'll save some celebrating for the two of us. I'm thinking maybe Celeste haberdashery. Stop over at Love Groves. Couple hours at Chancery's, and the night with a bang at Bijo's. What do you think? Wait, was she planning a bender? From J. Lockwood? Who is this? Husband, perhaps? From J. Lockwood to Rachel Lockwood. Subject, your receptionist. Rachel, I don't like hearing rumors about my daughter having a drink with her own receptionist. We've talked about this. Victor's family has fallen out of favor. If he was worthy of your attention, he would have made a senior position by now. Don't drag the Lockwood name down with him. Okay, so the receptionist's name is Victor. And Victor was murdered by Sherman Bradshaw. Were they involved romantically? I feel sorry for Rachel Lockwood. Not only she had to disappear because the board wants her dead, she also lost her what? Her lover? So this is either Rachel's father or mother. The question is, with the disappearance of Rachel Lockwood, will her parents be in danger now? From the board to... Okay, this is the bartender at Billingsley's House of Inebriation, right? To Billingsley from Rachel Lockwood. Subject, help, William. Okay, William Billingsley. 2 of my colleagues went missing last night. No one's heard from them, and I'm afraid I might be next. I need to go away for a little while, a few days, maybe a week, just until everything sorts itself out. I wish I could tell you more, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'm going down into the tunnels. I was wondering if you could send one of your mechanicals with some food or something, please. Maybe some cocktail olives and pea-free nuts. I'll pay you back, Rachel. Okay, so I assume if we haven't met Rachel by now, we could talk to William Billingsley to interrogate him about Rachel's... Oh wait, hold on, never mind. We entered this room using Rachel's key, so we couldn't have met Rachel before entering this room, yeah. Return to root. So William Billingsley knew about Rachel's predicament. Did he decide to help Rachel at least? I mean, I understand if he didn't, because I mean, if he knew Rachel's was on the bad list of the board, I think he would be afraid for his life too. But I hope he did help her without endangering himself, though. But Billingsley is still alive, right? So he's fine. But Victor, the receptionist, is dead. And Rachel mentioned 2 of her colleagues, so that means Sandra Jiao is also dead. Rachel said missing, but I think she's dead. Sandra's dead, and Victor's dead. Both, I think, murdered by Sherman Bradshaw. Return to root. Leave conversation. Okay, so this is the documents. I wonder what is the content of this document that warrants Rachel's being on the hit list by the board. Can I read the content? I want to know. Okay. Geothermal passcode. Holographic shroud. The device projects a holographic image over the user and makes for an effective disguise in the right hands. Okay, where is Lockwood's? Lockwood's. 2 registration device. This somewhat dated contraption contains both a triangulation array and a scanner for registering the beacons you find. A small speaker is also present for playing recorded messages. Lockwood's papers. Surveys of the Emerald Vale region conducted by Rachel Lockwood. The town of Edgewater is conspicuously absent. Yeah, I think Sophia doesn't want to be responsible or doesn't want to be hassled by having to fix Edgewater. So maybe she wants Edgewater to be left, she wants Edgewater not to be on the map. Because if it doesn't exist, then there is no problem to solve. And Rachel knows that Edgewater exists because she's the one who made the map. So, to tie loose ends, Sophia wants Rachel Lockwood dead. I see now. Yeah.
Easy there, friend. You look like you're in a real hurry to get somewhere.
What do you want,
Could it
Sherman?
be because you've got Miss Lockwood's papers? Please say yes. Otherwise, I'm pretty much out of leads.
Lie. Oh wait. I can lie? Alright. If I choose number 2, can I still choose number 3? And if I refuse?
Then I get angry and take out my frustration on your corpse, which I admit I really want to do.
Okay, let me think. Should I lie? Or should I let him attack Aldervaris? So Alder can attempt to erase him. Keyword attempt. Because there's no certainty that Alder will win. But come on, Alder wears armor and has a huge gun. No way Sherman can win, right? Well, I think Alder's character is that sometimes she is smart, but other times she can be naive, so yeah, I found her papers.
I was hoping you'd say that. Look, this ain't personal or nothing. I'm gonna have a cleanup crew come down here and dispose of your body real efficient-like.
You are welcome to try.
They're on us.
Lockwood's office key. Wait, what? He is in possession of Lockwood's office key, so he could have accessed Lockwood's terminal. Then why didn't he access the terminal himself and find out that Rachel is in the maintenance tunnels? Was he stupid? I don't know.
I'll keep it down.
Well, at least Sandra Jiao and Victor, the receptionist, have been avenged. I hope this brings some closure to the families left behind, but I doubt the truth will come out that he's hired by the board. Maybe the authorities will just say, Sherman tries to rob them, or Sherman is a serial killer, or whatever.
Hey, welcome back.
He is so very calm after witnessing a firefight and someone get killed. Maybe it's a common occurrence in Byzantium. I don't know. Now let us enter the
I'm afraid I
HPS
can't come down
building.
anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how dreadful the paperwork is.
Don't I ever, my dear fellow? Why, I spent 3 hours filing a discussion authorization just to commence our little tete-a-tete.
How we suffer in the name of commerce.
What do you mean suffer? Are you guys living a good life? Olympus River. The entrance to Halcyon Parcel Service.
I'll sue every technician and employee who's ever touched this damned device.
Stu?
Don't you think we ought to go inside?
I suppose. There's an outside possibility we'll run into Spencer Woolrich.
I don't know if I can handle a run-in with Mr. Woolrich. I'd just stand there, gawking and starstruck.
You would, wouldn't you? And then I'd be embarrassed by association with you. Maybe we should just stay outside.
Halcyon Parcel Service. Do they know that their facility in the maintenance tunnels have been raided by Sprats, and 2 of their workers were killed? Wanda Chen. Who's this? Customer.
Those wastrels in Emerald Vale have all abandoned their work, did you know? How typical.
Oh, you mean the people of Edgewater, the workers? Yeah, they left. Some of them left. They have a new community now.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Phineas Wells. Wanted.
Those wastrels in Emerald Vale have all abandoned their work. Did you know?
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
You have a rather exotic presence. A new Auntie Cleo's facial mask, perhaps, or experimental pheromones? Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Got my sights on you.
Wait, what? Why? What did Alder do?
Carry on.
He speaks like he's a guard. Is he a guard in plain clothes, pretending to be a customer? Board approved, board sponsored, Halcyon, board mandated. Buy now. Buy what? Wait, what? Olive Yates? Who is this? Olive Yates.
Move along. A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
Okay, Wanda Chen, Olive Yates. Who should I talk to? I'll talk both of them. Olive Yates.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? The Halcyon Parcel Service's work is never done. Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Deliveries guaranteed within standard margins of accuracy.
What exactly do you do here?
Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery service in the colony. You might even say we're part and parcel of Halcyon's commercial enterprise. That's just a little parcel joke.
Okay, so if someone needed a package delivered, they'd come here.
Nope, just parcels. We don't deal in packages.
What's the difference?
It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of packaging as outlined by the Executive Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get into some real trouble. Handcuffs and hard labor trouble.
So how to differentiate between a parcel and a package? Farewell. Olive Yates, Wanda Chen. Locket A, Locket B, Locket C.
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day. I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Have a prosperous day. Mantisaur examined. So what's next? Oh yeah, maybe we ought to enter the building from the underground, not underground, but the entrance from here. Yeah, there's a door here, right? Is this area off limits? I wonder. I don't know. I hope not. Okay, there are no red dots on the compass though.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
So this is for the public to enter? Okay. Because the guards does not stop me.
It's done. Gosh, that's good.
So these are called parcels. They don't look that different from what from my idea of what a package is. Oh, I can go up. Hold on. Before I go up, what's this? Pick up parcel for Minister Clark? Oh, is this for a quest maybe? Alreno. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we can go up. Oh, perhaps because of Aldervaris's armor, the guard thought we're an employee? I'm not sure. But Alder is wearing the Rizzo's version of the armor, not the guard's version. Not the version that the guard's wearing. Yeah, somehow the guard must think that Alder is an employee here.
I'm going.
Anything else? No. Oh, sorry. I'm not the teller. Yeah, I'm just here for routine checkup. Don't look this way. Okay, he's looking this way. I don't think I can steal this stuff. Yeah. Nightingale step. What is this? Oh, how do I steal? This guy's looking in my direction. What is a nightingale step? But I'll risk it. I can bribe the guards, right? I think I can bribe the guards. Oh, he does not report me. Oh, because he's not the guard, so he doesn't care. Good. Good.
I'm on my way.
So I got the parcel for Minister Clark. I wonder what the content is. Can we check? Is it a quest item? I don't know. Let's check it out. Okay, parcel for Minister Clark. This parcel is light and flimsy, and it's definitely not a package. So, okay, so a parcel is light. If it's heavy, it's a package. Okay.
I tell you, we'll change the thought.
You must think you're pretty tough. I bet I could take you.
Yes. I'm not interested.
What can I do for you? Oh, by all means, ask away.
Wait, okay, he's still passed out. I hope he's passed out, not dead though. Will the soldiers made a comment about Mayfield now?
If Hortense yells at me about vagrants one more time, I'm gonna snap.
Why do you think I've been avoiding the estate district?
Isn't that your beat?
Was. I sent Rajesh.
I've always loved that sculpture.
Which
It's
one?
an orrery.
Oh.
And you say that every time.
It's strange, though. I thought Byzantium was the center of Halcyon.
That's a figure of speech.
I know that.
He didn't know that. What's this? Jolly Core's haberdashery?
Move along.
Oh yeah, haberdashery is mentioned on Rachel Lockwood's terminal messages. Jolly Core's haberdashery 517.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Hips? Oh. You can see that Aldervaris has a wide birthing hips. Even through this armor, you have good eyes. Okay, so this is a boutique. A fashion boutique, not a bar.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
So many stuff to steal. Oh wait, Celeste? Hold on. Oh, Celeste Jolicoeur. So this is the Celeste person that Ellie Fenhill's parents mention when they fabricate story of how their daughter Ellie died, because Ellie was wearing a 12-inch heel made by Celeste or bought from Celeste store. Okay. Oh.
Don't speak. Hold that posture for a moment while I admire you. You have a natural contrapposto, my dear. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled spacer. Splendid. I love it.
You can tell all that by the way I'm standing.
Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes. You carry yourself with the bearing of a noble, but you dress like a barbarian. How deliciously outre. I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and you, my dear, are exactly what Byzantium needs.
What does outre mean? Outre. Celeste Jolicoeur. It's like you read my mind.
Darling, you and that brutish swagger of yours have been on my mind the moment you stepped into my studio. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. What do you say, my dear? Care to make history with me?
You've got a pretty high opinion of someone you just met.
Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first impression. You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my new line.
A whiff of barbarism and adventure. What do you have in mind?
When I look at you, I see the very embodiment of everything the walls of Byzantium were built to keep out. Making an outfit worthy of you won't be easy. I'll need your help gathering the right materials.
Alright, I'll help you out.
Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake this city up like a cold splash of wine to the face. What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? How do the wild-eyed madmen of Monarch dress themselves? I've heard rumors, but I require samples. Also, I expect you to model for me.
Any excuse to admire my looks, huh? Can't blame you.
Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of Byzantium once I'm done with you. I'll need you to model for me the following: the apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear, helmet included. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals.
No tall shoes, though. I mean it.
You have the bearing and demeanor of a born model. You're going to absolutely murder this job.
Hold on, I need to know more about these outfits.
I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. What else do you need to know?
You said something about an iconoclast's outfit. Yeah, I think they're a faction on Monarch, right?
I've heard rumors of these iconoclasts, half-mad zealots rampaging across the surface of Monarch. You'll have to find your own way into Monarch. I can't help you. Even if I could, I prefer not to interfere with your creative process.
What's so interesting about Marauder armor?
I don't know, I've never seen a Marauder. Not in person, anyway. There are always Aetherwade programs, but I want something authentic. Byzantium is long overdue for a change of wardrobe, my dear. Something barbaric, yet elegant.
Where am I supposed to find spacer gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe, I'd probably head to the Groundbreaker.
Okay, so she wants the full set. Iconoclast, Marauder, and Groundbreaker armor maybe. The security guard armor. I'll see what I can do.
Fabulous! I can't wait to see what you dredge up.
Where am I supposed to find spacer gear?
If I were an enterprising spacer...
There was something else I wanted to ask.
For you? Anything.
Have you ever been outside Byzantium?
Outside Byzantium? Of course not. There's nothing for me outside Byzantium.
You're sending me all over Halcyon.
Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, I don't belong outside Byzantium any more than a fish belongs on the land. Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a smoking ruin of hideous fabrics and mismatched colors.
You said I was exactly what Byzantium needs. What did you mean?
Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about this city is so dreadfully stale. I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong in Byzantium, and yet you strut about, doing as you please.
What does élan vital mean? Never heard of a tailor who wants to make people uncomfortable.
I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist. It's my job to make you uncomfortable.
I see, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Can I buy something? I don't suppose you have Iconoclast armor or Marauder or a Spacer. I mean Groundbreaker. No, right? Aramid ballistics. This is the black colored one. Okay. Do you have some sexy clothing for Aldervaris? Night on the town Joliker. Last minute party. Yeah, skin tight suit. Like the hibernation suit. But with a different model. Something like that. Sexy clothing, my dear. Don't you have it? I don't think so. Yeah, she doesn't have it. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art, culture, working toilets?
I'm sure other colonies have cities like this.
But those are so far away. I'm talking about Halcyon.
In that case, thank the law we've got the chairman and the minister to keep the rabble at bay.
Yeah, working toilets and shower are very important for modern day individual like
The
me.
one with the Spacer's Choice aficionado. Looked like she'd style her hair with engine grease. Doesn't she know the Spacer chic look was last season?
Enough! You're standing right here.
Oh wait, they were talking about Aldervaris? Okay, I didn't notice that. Wealthy citizen closed. What does orrery
A
mean?
model of the system? Not super accurate. I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
I hope in this day and age, in the universe of Outer Worlds, they have the technology to regrow lost limbs. I hope so. So, what happened to that lady? Did you grow her fingers back? Or not? Orrery. Wait, hold on. Ellie said she treated a lady who lost her fingers. My question is, how could someone lost their fingers in this, because of this contraption? There was no tight space where you can put your finger then get them cut off, right? I mean, even this spot over here, the gap is still wide enough for your finger to not get harmed, even if you put your finger here. So how did that lady lose her fingers? I don't understand. What is this? Oh. Croupier's club. No trespassing. Oh. Croupier. Yeah, Rizos. So Rizos only sell advanced armor and helmet. I bought this one from Rizzo's vending machine on Groundbreaker. Interesting. Huh? Love Groves? What is that? What is this? Rococo's decor. Pardon the mess, we're getting a facelift.
pancake mix now requires no
These guys' makeup are funny. Love Grows, beautification, cosmetics, serums, toiletry, salves. Oh, it's closed. Dang it. Prosperity Plus.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it.
And then the chairman shot their space shuttle down with a Hammersmith grenade launcher. Incredible.
Wait, what?
Are you two talking about the new Dissident Hunter adaptation? Don't spoil it. I'm behind.
You need to watch more Aetherway.
Oh.
You never know what's going on.
It's a TV show, not what happened in real life.
That episode from a few weeks ago was supposedly based on a real incident.
You mean the one where the dissidents blew up an orphanage? That's awful.
Thank the law we live in Byzantium, right?
Chanceries, pastry and larder. Forsyth luxury munitions. Wait, what is it?
I only wish they weren't showing so many Spacer's Choice ads in the commercial breaks. Who do they think their audience is?
You can't blame them for wanting to appeal to the masses, I suppose.
I think it lends the whole program a rather quaint touch.
Oh yeah, Spacer's Choice is known to create cheap, low-quality products, and the people in Byzantium are wealthy. They don't buy Spacer's Choice products, I think. Forsyth luxury munitions, guns, weapons, ammunition. 5 to 6. Oh, Winston Forsyth. I like the vibe of this store. Red background and black walls. Oh, grenade launcher. Winston Forsyth. Is it pronounced Forsyth or Forsyth? Even the
UDL
guards.
security attendant is always prepared.
The guards are heavily armored, and not this one though. Winston Forsyth.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else.
What do people around here need weapons for?
Why, to defend their property, of course.
I like that.
50-bit says he's got a heart on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
Ellie spoke as if it's a bad thing to have a quote-unquote hard-on about defending your property. Protected from what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
I agree. Byzantium seems pretty safe to me.
Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay.
Smart man.
One can never be too well-armed. Who knows when the hordes may hurl themselves at our gates?
Oh, barbarians at the gates. Let me see what you've got for sale. Interesting. What's this? Knockback. Pink slip. What is this? Pink slip. Is it a sniper rifle? Yeah, I think so. Special effect execute. What? What is execute? What does execute mean? Special effect, knockback, execute. Plasma rifle. Heavy machine gun. Yeah, I don't like the knockback though. There is no light machine gun Mark II. Boo, boo, boo this shop.
Why place your faith in automechanical sentries when you can place a high-quality weapon in your own two hands?
Why not both?
What can I help you find? Why? Byzantium? Maraud?
You're an idiot. You know, I don't want to say this, but I want to exhaust the dialogue because I want to know his reactions.
And you're here to buy a weapon, are you not? What?
Whatever you say.
Indeed. Now, what are you in the market for, my fine friend? What?
I see.
I'm glad, for too few do.
Excuse me. Oh, Bijou's. Oh, it is closed. Okay. Bijou's review. Quarantine. Sprat sighted. Oh, Sprat sighted. Pickup poster. Titus Androidicus. No trespassing. Okay, there's still one more building in the back. Wait, is this the area where the retirees live? I think there is a woman named Inglesby that wants Aldervaris to investigate.
2-hour energy.
I think it's the retirement place, right? Griffith Jewelers. Closed. Oh. What is this? The Grand Chiffonnier closed for R&R renovations.
Auntie Cleo's facial mask
Borstwurst. Out to brunch. Wine and diner, cafe, quarantine, Sprat sighted. Salon club, Auntie Cleo's closed. What's with the garbage? You have auto mechanicals, right? Can you program them to clean the garbage? What the hell? Is this supposed to be a city where wealthy people live? I thought they would be more aware of littering. I guess not. So in this universe, I guess in real life as well, wealthy and the non-wealthy aren't guaranteed to be aware about the downside of littering. I mean, wealthy people that litter do exist, but I think in general more people who litter are from the impoverished part of a town or a city, and I don't know why that is. Or maybe I'm just, maybe I'm just biased because that's what I see around me. Maybe it's not the same in other parts of in other parts. Greater Halcyon not open to the general public. What? Greater Halcyon Insurance Group? Hold on. This is where Ellie wants us to go to set up an account for Ellie's insurance money to go to, cutting her own parents from the money. Oh, Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. What's this? GHIG Secure Mailbox System. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch. What? Monarch? But it is under blockade by the board.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
No! The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group's satellite office in Fallbrook on planet Monarch. Wait, why do we have to go to Monarch though? I mean, can't we just enter this building? Oh, yeah, not open for public. Okay. So the only office open to public is in Fallbrook, but Fallbrook is on Monarch, which is under barricade by the board. So how are we dealing? So what happened to the customers of Greater Halcyon Insurance? They can no longer communicate with the office outside of Monarch. Yeah, I mean, what happened to the customers who live outside Monarch? Will they be affected by the blockade?
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Wait, what? Really? Oh, no, she meant on a ship. Not the marauders themselves. Freight port. Oh, can we go down there?
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
Don't do that.
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you.
Oh, mechanical, so a robot, not a human. Okay. But yeah, don't do that, because there will be humans that have to clean up the robot. Don't do that. Be considerate of others, please.
Auntie Cleo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free.
Something to see if Earth Assault Cruiser land here.
Don't be ridiculous. There's no way one would fit.
Earth Assault Cruiser.
You've never seen one.
Neither have you. I don't know anyone who's seen one.
Earth Assault Cruiser. Interesting. Earth Assault Cruiser. We can go here. Wait, what? Why can't I open this? Huh? Is it not meant to be open? Okay, so where is the section for the retiree? Inglesby wants me to investigate. Oh! Inglesby wants Alder to investigate the retiree section, but where is it? So I need to wait for the elevator to go up. What is this? Is this maintenance tunnels? Byzantium freight. Oh, freight port landing pad. Okay. It's closed. How do I open it? Oh, it is open. It opens automatically. Okay. But what's over here? Oh, retirees. Ah, this is where we go. Ah, yeah, retirees. Okay, this is where we go to the if we want to investigate the retiree section. Hold on, let me go here first. Okay, maybe go here first.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retirees lately?
Not just you. Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit up Bijou's.
Wait, what?
Can't. They're closed. Someone saw a sprat in there.
Bijou's too? Damn. What's this city coming to?
Wait, she said nothing's a drink cannot cure. Why did she say that? She's talking as if it was... She talked as if dealing with the retiree affects her psyche. What happened? Oh, it's open. Okay. Workbench.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
must think you're pretty tough. I'd better continue.
Is it a crane or a claw? A claw crane. Can I open this? I don't think so.
Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone.
Oh. Maybe you need Aldervaris's help? What happened to these automechanicals? What damaged them, I wonder.
More of you standing in my light?
A drone that repairs itself. Like, an auto repair drone.
Clever. No, I'm not being sarcastic.
How'd you do that so fast?
Oh, sorry. Okay, bribe. I'll pay you 371 bits to look the other way. Okay, but I did get the... But I did get the light machine gun Mark II though. Yeah. Sure and straight barrel. Exec O sight. Okay. Can I transfer? Oh no, this one. Magnum. Oh, Magnum magazine size. Yeah. Mark II. Light machine gun Mark I. Light machine gun Mark II. Let's see. $1556 versus... Wait, what? Huh? It is Mark II, but the damage is the same. 1556 DPS, 1556 DPS as well. I thought the damage would be higher. Oh, I have 2 modification slot now. Alright. So the difference is in the modification slots. Okay, for the barrel, I would choose what? Whisper Quiet Muzzler. Range weapon mod. Whisper Quiet Muzzler. Firing noise minus 90%. A bulky attachment can be fitted. Okay. Fun times barrel. Critical damage. Rate of fire. Speedy made barrel. Oh, plus 15% rate of fire. Range weapon spread. Oh yeah, I need the range weapon spread though, because the spread of the light machine gun is quite wide. But I think that's the point though. No, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use the speedy made barrel. To increase the firing rate. Brrr. Yeah, let's try this. Speedy made barrel. The magazine, zap, shock. Mag 2 power, plasma, Magnum. Yeah, why not? And I'm going to modify the other one with the muzzler in case we need a stealth weapon, right? This one with the muzzler. Oh no, hold on, only one modification slot, never mind. Okay, If I break this one down, can I get the can I get the mod back? I don't know. Oh, Speedy made barrel. Wait, what? I didn't get the mod back, damn it. Oh well.
You don't really know how to fix that, do you?
What are you talking about? I repaired 2 of these while you've been blathering.
Blathering.
Really? The pile next to you looks the same.
That's because the damn things keep breaking. Or haven't you noticed?
Keeps breaking. Why? Is it because you can't repair it well? Woman. Plasma launcher burn. Nope. Okay. I didn't expect the other one to be steel. Thankfully, no guard was watching. Plasma launcher. Burn. what's with the okay, never mind. .2154 DPS. Wow, because of the firing rate increase. Nice. Okay, let's check on the retirees section as per requested by Inglesby. Oh, what's this? Insert hot tolerance ID cartridge. What is this? Insert captain's identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. Oh, I'm guessing I can change the ship's location from the adjacent building to here. Right? Verifying captain's ID cartridge verified. Designated Captain Hawthorne A. Designated vessel the Unreliable. Initiating remote landing protocol. Confirmation received from Autonomous Digital Astrogator. Remote landing status success. Let me guess, the ship is behind me now. Yay! Okay, now let's investigate the retiree section.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Oh, we can't enter the retirees section? Okay. So I guess the investigation must be done from the terminal, right? Warning, access to this area is restricted. Unsealed door. Oh! Oh, unsealed door, alright. Transition to early retirement district. A mission from Inglesby, Miss Inglesby.
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Bourse Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold Zero-G Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero-G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you, although in the early retirement district, nothing will.
What?
All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations. Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district.
It loops. Okay.
When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's.
Okay, the question is, the intercom said this is where the early retiree spend the rest of their life. But they're still allowed to leave this district, right? I mean, just like normal people, they're still allowed to leave the district to visit other districts, right? I think that's just a figurative speech.
Deluxe Falscowood Collection.
Okay. So Rizos also sell non-elite armor as well. Contrary to what I believe.
Some assembly required. 24/7 furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that
I
occur
like this
during the
guy's
assembly
voice. It's a bit raspy
You'll
in
have
the
the chance to
throat.
explore your new home. Why not go for a bite?
Early retirement fun fact number 2. What is number 1? Did you know the early retirement selection system is the most rigorous cutting-edge lottery system in the entire galaxy? Here is how it works. Each candidate's name is printed on a plastic ball. The plastic ball is placed in an advanced turbo encabulator with thousands of others. A team of advanced automechanicals operate a complex series of pulleys at random. The balls are funneled through the turbo encabulator into an inserositor tube. They are then launched at a specially designed accuracy matrix. The first ball that aligns with the center of the accuracy matrix is the winner of the day. By using this method, the Halcyon Holdings Corporation ensures that all early retirees are selected with complete impartiality and minimal collateral damage. Wait, what?
One of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blaze.
Early retirement fun fact number 1. You are special. Each month, hundreds of thousands of workers apply to the early retirement program from across the Halcyon system. That doesn't just include workers on Terra 2, but those who live on the Groundbreaker or Hephaestus as well. Even after weeding out undesirable or unqualified candidates, only 2.3% of these entrants are selected for early retirement. I sure hope you bragged to your neighbors before you left. Way to overcome the odds, champ.
Borst barbecue or
Early retirement fun fact number 3. We are sure that all you had a wonderful time completing your early retirement application forms. But we know that even something like paperwork can get a little old after 87 pages. Fortunately, we are pleased to inform you that your hard work was all worth it. By knowing details like your shoe size, blood type, and dental history, we can properly customize your early retirement just for you. Every detail will be tweaked and adjusted to fit your unique needs, just like how Hammersmith weapons are built to fit each customer's personal style of combat. What you want, Hammersmith. Sponsor.
Rizzo's all-you-can crunch cereal before.
Early retirement fun fact number 4. The early retirement center is the safest place in the entire system. Not a single crime has been committed within its walls since its construction. Wow. This is all thanks to the hard work of the men and women in black and white. Universal Defense Logistics. Each and every day, UDL security protects the citizens of Byzantium, shielding them from harm. No dissidents run wild under their watch. So rest easy, early retirees. You're under the watchful eye of UDL security. Whether you're out and about or relaxing at home, UDL is watching you. Watching me?
Or maybe you'd like.
Early retirement fun fact number 5. Here in Byzantium, automechanicals will make your life cleaner, easier, and more efficient. Just as they do in the rest of the city, teams of automechanicals regularly sweep through the streets of the early retirement district to give it that classic Byzantium sheen. But that's not all. They'll attend to your personal needs as well. Want to order a drink? They'll bring one right to your table. Make a mess in your new penthouse? They'll clean it up for you. Why, they'll even carry your luggage once it has been cleared by security and released from our customs warehouse, of course. So if you see 700 pounds of steel lumbering towards you, don't panic. You probably just dropped one of your Happy Dale Farms woolly curds. Whoops, don't worry, I'm sure it's all good. 700 pounds? That's heavy.
To head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold zero.
Early retirement fun fact number 6. The early retirement program is the personal brainchild of Minister of Earth Aloysius Clark. Oh, endorsed by Chairman Charles Rockwell. Minister Clark and Chairman Rockwell share a vision that every worker in Halcyon has a fair chance to experience the beauty and luxury of Byzantium. So before you step onto that elevator and embrace your retirement, remember to say, "Thank you, Minister Clark. You wouldn't be here without him." So Minister Clark is the Minister of Earth. Why is he here in Halcyon if he is a Minister of Earth? Aloysius Clark. Charles Rockwell.
G Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Although in the early retirement district, nothing will. All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corp.
Welcome to the HHC Early Retirement Center. Before beginning your new life in Byzantium, our safety regulations require you to consent to the following. You, hereinafter referred to as the employee, consent to the rules and regulations of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. Hereinafter referred to as the Center, the employee confirms that they have read and understand the rules of the Center as written in Article 3, Section 5, Clause 27 of the Early Retirement Welcome Packet. The employee also confirms that they received this packet en route to the Center. In the unlikely event of injury, death, or the loss of personal items, the employee assumes all liability for the incident. The Halcyon... What? Why? The Halcyon Holdings Corporation and its subsidiaries bear no responsibility for the incident and offer no compensation. Should the center recover any lost or stolen goods, the employee must retrieve them within 48 hours or their goods will be forfeit. If the employee is having second thoughts about living out the rest of their lives in unparalleled luxury, then they may exit this terminal and return to the center's landing bay. There, the employee may turn in their winning early retirement ticket and await the next outbound transport. Don't worry, the ticket won't go to waste. It will be given to another deserving worker to keep the center's inbound population at ideal levels. Otherwise, if the employee is ready to begin the final leg of their early retirement journey and enjoy all the center has to offer, please select I consent. I consent. Congratulations, you just made the first step on the greatest journey of your life. Now please proceed to the elevator. Your early retirement awaits.
So relax, grab a refreshment from one of our vending machines, and enjoy our specially constructed welcome center.
I want to try to shoot my newly modded light machine gun.
Fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator, enter the hall, and leave your troubles behind. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Today is the first day of your early retirement. Congratulations.
Good, the loop stops. I hate the loop. Wait. What? Wait. Escape? This is the early retirement district? The intercom said to live a high life in luxury. But what is this? This isn't luxury. This isn't high life. They were being lied to. The early retiree were being lied to. But why?
Oh no. That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Wait, what? What happened? Retiree? Retiree? They're dead. But what? What? Oh, wait, what? What is that? What is going on here? What? The retiree were being lied to. They were corralled here to get butchered by the automechanicals, but why? I don't understand. Why? Huh? Guard? Wait. The guard's dead. Oh, no. They weren't being lied to. Even the guard is dead. Okay, my mistake. The retiree were not being lied to. Well, hold on. I take back my word. Let me rephrase. The retiree were being lied to in the sense that this is not a high life luxury that the intercom promised. This place looks like a dump. But I was wrong when I say they were being corralled here to get butchered, because the guard is also dead. So I think they were not corralled to this place of lie to be butchered, but the automechanicals went berserk for some reason. What happened? Refund requests TNL shock cannon. To TNL customer service, I would like to formally request a refund on my new TNL shock cannon. You advertised it as the most reliable tool for disabling rude or disobedient automechanicals. But if you load it with an energy cell that is covered in your own blood, it misfires. I've used TNL weapons exclusively for 7 years, but if this matter is not resolved, then you'll have lost another customer. You will also have lost another customer if I die, so you'd better hope I can get this blood back into my body. Okay, so I was right when I say they were lied to, in regards to the condition of this place. But I was wrong when I said they were being corralled to get butchered. Something went wrong, and the automechanicals went berserk. But what happened? What caused the automechanicals to go berserk? I wonder. I need Adreno though. I need freaking Adreno. Sealed. Hold on. I need Adreno. Retiree. Retiree. Ah, poor people. These poor guys. What happened? Does anyone have Adreno? No one? Hello, janitor, do you have Adreno? No? Universal Defense Logistics would like to remind employees that it is in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistically probable case of loss of life in its facilities. Automech status active. Maintenance exit status sealed. Note: due to the nature of their assignment, automechanicals in the HHC Early Retirement Center were not constructed with a standard maintenance mode or IFF transmitter responder. Oh, IFF. Identification of friend and foe. You'll be pleased to know that it is safe to 100 bits per unit. But please note that any injuries sustained during routine repairs will come out of your paycheck. Thanks for being part of the UDL team. Fucking assholes. They cut corners to save 200 bits per unit by not installing the auto mechanical with the IFF transmitter responder. That's why the robots went berserk and attacked both the guards and the retiree. What the hell? Unseal hatch. They cut corners to save 200 bits per automechanical, but it resulted in this tragedy. What the fuck? Okay, so this door must lead to the actual retiree section, but I can't open it. I still haven't found any Adreno. Okay, workbench, small room. I have to go to the right if I want to leave this area. Okay. Are they enemies? No, they are green on the compass, so they're friendly. Mechanical guardian. Combat drone. Is it friendly or? I think it's friendly, right? But just to be safe, I'm going to destroy all the mechanicals because I'm worried that it might go active at some point and start attacking me. So oh no.
Security patrol.
Yep. Better be safe than sorry. But now I need Adreno. I'm freaking need Adreno. No Adreno? Damn it. Wait, what? Who fucking pressed that? I pressed it by mistake. Ah, okay.
Area sweep now. Searching. An area.
That's the last. Not even a scratch.
work.
Yep, no adreno. Tossball card Brendan Roser. Roser has the highest block stat of any CNP player, past or present. Fuck, no adreno. Well, I'm about to die, then there's no adreno. Oh, we're back in the maintenance tunnels. Okay. Damn it. Just because they want to cut corners, the automechanicals identify everyone as a foe. Ah, my goodness. I think Aldervaris needs to lie down a bit to deal with the horrible realization of what happened in the retiree section.
Oh, for the good old days.
Hortense Inglesby.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of her? Ah, there you are. I trust our arrangement is going well.
Lie? Why would I want to lie? So it turns out, early retirement isn't so much a life of luxury as it is a brutal execution. Wait, what? Hold on. So I was right then. The early retirees were corralled to get butchered, but why?
What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can dispose of the rabble? That's brilliant.
What?
To take the most burdensome members of our society and simply remove them. Oh, I'll never doubt the wisdom of the board again. Why, I had no reason to be envious at all. What a relief.
I really should have expected this reaction.
And how else would I react? A vagrant such as yourself couldn't possibly appreciate the emotional burden this news has lifted from my shoulders. But regardless of your ignorance, I promised you a fee for your services, so a fee you shall have.
With a bonus for the unexpected danger, of course.
I suppose that would be appropriate. Very well. Treat yourself to an extra bowl of sprat stew or something. In any event, while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've brought me, I will need some solitude to fully bask in it. So if there's nothing further... Ah, if it isn't my favorite vagrant in the system, what can I do for you?
Still in a good mood, I see.
Of course I am. Now I know for certain that this is the pinnacle. There's nowhere more beautiful, and no lifestyle more luxurious. I deserve the very best our society has to offer. I earned it, and thanks to you, I know that I have it. Wouldn't you rest easier too in my position?
And all those people being killed doesn't bother you at all? Well, I think it may bother her, but it's not her concern, so I think she will not lose sleep. I think. I mean, hold on.
You poor greasy space hobo.
Wait.
You have so much to learn.
Wait, what did I
Now,
choose?
do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? Of course I am. I just...
Oh, I mispressed. I pressed number 2. And all those people being killed doesn't bother, I suppose.
Exactly. And maybe one day, if you play your cards just right, you'll live here too.
And all those people being killed doesn't bother you at all?
Why would I waste energy being upset over deaths I didn't even know about? And why would the board waste resources on those who aren't productive?
Ah, now I see. Hold on. You know, I was confused why the board wanted to bait people into early retirement just to get butchered, right? I was confused because I thought the board needs all the workers to work, but now I know why they devised this bait and switch. Because I think in their eyes, in the board's eyes, people who look for early retirement are already predisposed into not working hard, or already predisposed into not liking work. So in the board's eyes, these people, in the long run, I guess, will become a burden. So they want to weed these quote-unquote unproductive people by baiting them with promises of early retirement, so they can filter those who they deem as unproductive, corral them into the place and kill them.
Hey, take your time.
So the automechanicals were programmed or designed to kill the early retirees. The IFF identification that they did not install made the automechanicals attack the guards as well. That's why we found one dead guard. And now, with this context, now I understand why the 2 guards at the entrance of the retiree section said that nothing a drink cannot cure, because they have just witnessed the early retiree get butchered by the automechanicals because they were deemed to be unproductive. Why? Because they are seeking early retirement, meaning in the board's eyes that they are already predisposed to not working. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. What do we do now? Oh yeah, let's go back to Sophia Akande. Maybe I should install a fire rate increase to increase the DPS for my light assault rifle, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I need to find a workbench.
Do we really need all this security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful. Dissidents like Phineas Wells will stop at nothing to ruin this colony.
But couldn't they concentrate the security outside the building so we can get some work done?
Why are you so bothered by having a few guards around? I think I'm gonna have to speak to your supervisor about these dissonant leanings of yours.
Wait, what?
Wait, that's not what I meant.
Oh my goodness. Don't do that, man.
I hear Minister Clark's moving his office into his residence. Poor man does nothing but work.
Don't tell her. Don't tell on her. It was just a harmless comment.
I'm sorry, but I've already exceeded my friendly banter quota.
Percival plot.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston's new star. Well done.
Oh, he knows? I've got Lockwood's papers.
Wonderful. I'll file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Meanwhile, Adjutant Akande would like a word with you.
You allowed Rachel Lockwood to walk away with her life.
Wait, what?
Do you realize the inconvenience you just caused me?
How did she know? How did she know? How did she know? Maybe when Rachel Lockwood escaped Byzantium, some security cameras caught her. Maybe she reviewed some footages of the security cameras and saw Rachel Lockwood escaping or leaving Byzantium. Were you watching me?
Don't look so surprised. You're a potential investment. Of course I'm going to keep an eye on you. Leaving her alive complicates matters. But that's now my problem, not yours. And you've brought me Lockwood's papers, as I asked. You've demonstrated your talents. If you're ready to talk about Phineas Wells, I'm prepared to listen.
Wait, do I want to sell out Phineas? Yeah, I know where he's hiding. How badly do you want to know?
I appreciate that you want to drive a bargain. You understand I'm not paying you for anything less than reliable information. Wells had to be in touch with you somehow. Find his communication terminal and send us a tracing signal. Once I verify his location, I'll arrange for your payment.
Okay. You've been chasing Wells for a long time. I expect you'll pay me well.
I always reward good work. Deliver Wells to the board, and you'll be more than compensated. Percival will file the appropriate paperwork on your behalf. Once you've sent a tracking signal from Wells's lab, we'll move on to the next step.
As instructed, the code for our secure communication channel. On behalf of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, I bid you good day.
What's this about paperwork?
Oh, just a receipt for your services and my receipt for your receipt, and also a standard declaration of intent to perform espionage. Very routine. I'll see to it personally.
You're a dull Percy.
I'm flattered beyond description.
I'll be on my way.
How may I be of assistance?
You know, I have to go to Phineas Labs and try. Wait, do I really want to do that? Do I really want to plant the signal? I mean, Phineas rescued Aldervaris from the colony ship, from the abandoned colony ship. I mean, the board abandoned it. He saved Alder. Do I want Alder to betray him like this? I don't know. Wait, what? Where is this going? Oh, I think this goes to the landing pad, right? Wait. Garza. Oh, Esparza.
If you've got a question, talk to Percival.
That was fast. The unreliable. Okay, Aldervaris is...
I definitely won that round.
You always seem to, huh?
That's because I'm usually right.
Next time I work the scorecard.
Okay. Ladies, some healthy competition, I hope. No real altercation, right? I hope so.
Something on your mind?
Hey, Cap.
Something busted, Captain?
No, nothing. Okay, let's modify the Mark II. Can I use the firing rate? Oh no. Only one fire. Oh, here it is. Speedy made barrel, rate of fire. Let's use this instead of the shooting straight barrel. Okay. And for this, exact O sight, post armor damage, right? Yep. Oh, hold on. This is for the... Okay, hold on. Super scoper. Extend O sight, gyro sight. Exact O sight. Okay. The magazine, magnum, power, and zap. Magnum. Okay, now I've increased the firing rate. Let's see how much is the DPS now. 2000 for a light machine gun. 1454 for the light assault rifle. Not bad. From 1000 to 1454. But not as Yeah, not bad. 500 increase. Let's try this then. Speedy mate barrel. Okay, I want to try this. Okay, nice. Hello. Okay, so yeah, Alder needs to heal up. So let's lie down for a bit. What's this? Examine. Cosmetic smoke. Formulate the property of Frey, posthumously put to better use in your quarters. Oh, Alexander J. Frey from the satellite, right? Eight hours of sleep. The standard sleeping time. Oh, that felt so good. Aldervarus woke up refreshed. What's next? Oh yeah, we go to Phineas's lab.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
This lab is very big. How does he maintain? Oh yeah, I think I've posed this question before, and I theorize that Phineas is maintaining this whole facility using automechanicals. No way he maintains everything by himself for a place this big. But how did he build this place in the first place? Maybe this place already in existence, and Phineas found it abandoned maybe, and then repurpose it into his lab. Maybe. Wait, can I tell Phineas about Sophia's plan? Communication. Okay. Tamed Canid. Wait, what? Cysty Pig. Is he experimenting on Canid? Tamed Canid. Can I tell him about how to enter this room? Oh, there's a door over there. How do I access that door? From here, but I don't know how to reach this. Okay.
What's on your mind?
The adjutant asked me to plant a tracking... Oh, I can tell him, okay. The adjutant asked me to plant a tracking signal in your lab, but I'm not going to do it.
You absolutely should.
Wait, what? I can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
Sarcasm, the last refuge of the witless.
Listen to that.
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
You are sure you're okay with this?
The enemy is bound to discover my hideout sooner or later. I'm prepared for that eventuality. This is just my way of buying myself a little time.
Oh, So he's very certain.
Communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
So Phineas is very certain that the board will find his location. Interesting. Critics agree the terminals built by Enter Company name here are the best terminals. Oh, this is a blank terminal. Communications terminal, Phineas V. Wells. Send corrupted, messages. To Hiram Blythe, okay. All necessary materials, but locations elude me. Dumped a new associate. Okay, yeah, I think I remember Phineas needs more materials in order to rescue and wake up the other colonists, right? Send corrupted tracking signal. Send corrupted tracking signal number 2. Installing surveillance tracking signal and relay, running cacophony protocol, replicating artificial interference, modifying signal noise ratio, establishing connection error, signal status weak, board surveillance protocol failed, signal fidelity has been compromised. This terminal will attempt to establish any connection once every cycle. Hold on. Why does Sophia asked Aldervaris to plant or track a signal? Here, I mean the fact that Aldervaris is in contact with Phineas means that she has been to where Phineas is. If I was Sophia Akande, I would just ask Aldervaris to send the coordinates of this lab from the unreliable. Why go through the hassle of sending Aldervaris to track a signal? Sophia Akande could just say, "Hey Aldervaris, you know where Phineas is, right? Okay, send me the coordinates that you have on your ship." That's it. Problem solved. Why go the roundabout way? Maybe Sophia Akande has too many problems on her mind. And sometimes that can lead to fatigue, mental fatigue. Maybe she didn't think of the easier way. Not because she's stupid, but because she was just fatigued from dealing with other problems. And somehow that may affect her way of thinking. I think so.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Can we talk?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Where are we headed?
You said, can we talk? You want to talk, right? Oh, maybe back on the ship? Okay. Maybe back on the ship. Okay.
I sure hope you got
Oh.
Akande to pay you up front for that sleight of hand with Wells.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I mean, you seem to be doing her a lot of favors. I figure if the board's rates are that good, I might as well ask you for a reference.
You work for me, Ellie.
I'm just thinking about the future. Don't discourage my one good impulse. I gotta ask, though, why cozy up to the board in the first place? Most of the crews I've run with keep their distance.
Okay, what should I choose? Will this affect the story? They stand the greatest chance of digging this colony out of the hole. Wait, what? I pick winners. They're the most powerful force in Halcyon. Revenge. Phineas used me. No one gets away with that. It had to be someone. Money. No one's got more of it than the board. Okay, what does they stand the greatest chance of digging this colony out of the hole mean? Huh? But it was the okay. Does it mean that the board has the greatest chance of salvaging or improving the colony? But it was the board's actions that caused the workers to desert, right? I'm not talking about the botanical lab deserters, but I think I read or heard somewhere in the game that the marauders were workers who desert because they were not happy or satisfied with the working condition and their welfare. So they desert and some become marauders, right? The marauder problem and other deserting problem happens because of the board's decisions itself. So what does Alder mean by the board stand the greatest chance of digging this colony out of the hole? Is she thinking that maybe she can somehow influence the board into doing something different with the workers? I don't know. They stand the greatest chance of digging this colony out of the hole. Yeah, maybe I'll pick number 2. I don't know. Okay, what would Aldervari say that fits her character as a nice girl? I think number 2, yeah? Number 2.
Hey, save Halcyon, good for you. I'm just saying, while you're at it, no harm in patting your pockets. For what it's worth, I think you're making a smart move. Just watch your back. These new friends make bad enemies.
Oh, Allie, I didn't know you cared.
Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough to pay me at the end of this. Anything else?
What? What? Why does she want payment? I thought she works for Aldervaris to pay her debt. Right? Because Alder released the woman who Ellie is in debt with. And because of that, now Ellie is indebted to Aldervaris. I didn't know she's in for the money.
I'm a surgeon by training and not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade. No complaints.
Okay, let's talk to Phineas.
What's on your mind?
I'll be back. So now what? Back to... Oh, what? Ada? There's a long distance. Sophia said she'd contact you as soon as her office picks up Wells' location. Head back to your ship and see if Sophia has a message for you. Okay. Okay, so I need a set of Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer from Groundbreaker, right? Okay. And the beacon. Okay, let's go talk to Ada for now. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight.
Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
It was Phineas's ideas, though, not Aldervaris's.
Hey, boss. I've been thinking.
Thinking about what?
Hey, shut up, get off the pot, damn it. Are you listening in there? You can't be hogging the facilities for 40 damn minutes. You ought to see Ellie. You got a condition or something.
What?
Hey, Cap.
Oh, Max? Okay.
Hey, Cap.
Oh, so Max has a condition. Okay. What's the condition?
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
When you started working for the adjutant, I wasn't sure what to think. But the way you treated Miss Lockwood was real honorable.
Okay, what would Aldervaris say? 1, 2, or 3? I think Aldervaris is a mixture of nice, naive, right? Nice and naive, but sometimes she can also be witty. And sometimes she can also be too idealistic. So maybe number 1, we're heroes, Felix. Heroes always do the honorable thing.
Heroes always do the honorable thing. There it is. The tagline for our adventure serial. This is all part of your plan, right? You're putting on an act. Pretend you're loyal to the adjutant, earn her trust, and then, when she least expects it, you hit her with the old double cross.
Tap the side of your nose? What? Real discreet, Felix. Why don't you tell the whole colony?
Hey, no problem, boss. I can keep it on the quiet. What were we talking about again? Have we even met before? See? Discreet. We should get back to work. Thanks for the talk.
Yeah, Felix is from the Groundbreaker, so it makes sense that he's against the board. I mean, it makes sense the workers are against the board as well, even if they're not from Groundbreaker. But he's against the board not because of the mistreatment of the workers. He is against the board because he wants Groundbreaker to remain independent, I think, and not getting swallowed by the Halcyon Holdings Corporation.
Every SAM unit comes lean, mean, and ready to clean.
Good work, Sam.
Thank you, customer. Warning! Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss. Service cancellation request processing.
Okay, let's talk to Ada.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
I still don't understand why Sophia didn't just order Aldervaris to send the coordinates of Phineas's lab from the Unreliable to her desk or to her terminal or whatever directly. Wait, I have questions.
Transmissions are so impersonal. I'd like to meet you face to face.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Let's go. This is such a funny reason for Ada to get angry at Sophia. I like this computer. I wish my PC can talk to me and have conversation like Ada. Okay, let's go. Leave conversation. Back to... Okay. Byzantium.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Oh, I can enter here now? Yep, I can, okay. Oh, there it is. There she is, Sophia. At Jatan Akande's notebook. This notebook contains a collection of assorted quotations and excerpts. Someone has left a bookmark on this page. Things fall apart, the center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loose upon the world. The blood-dim tide is loose and everywhere. The ceremony of innocence is drowned. The best lack all conviction while the words are full of passionate intensity. Surely some revelation is at hand. What's that from? Wait a minute, so this whole time she could just let Aldervaris enter the room instead of speaking through this monitor? Okay.
I'm curious. Wells may have been a delusional madman, but he risked his life to save yours. So why turn him in?
Okay. Should Aldervaris pick the honest but very foolish answer, number 4, because I want you to trust me.
You went through all this trouble just to earn my trust? I wish I had soldiers half as loyal as you. You've done well. You're efficient, talented, loyal. And if you're ready to get to work, we can finally start doing some good in this colony.
Okay, that wasn't a foolish answer. I'm sorry, Aldervaris. And Wells, what's going to happen to him?
Wells was an unfortunate mistake on our part. We let him out of our sights, and he operated from the shadows for decades. Wells has information we need. We're going to monitor his lab and show our hand when we're ready. Until then, you and I have work to do.
Long as you're not expecting me to work for free.
Work with us, and we'll make you the richest freelancer in Halcyon. There has been a surge in off-world broadcasting coming from Monarch. Much of it is propaganda. All of it is illegal. We need those broadcasts shut down.
Oh, all quests leading to Monarch now. Interesting. It's all converging to Monarch. Since when did the board have a problem with propaganda?
I hope you're not suggesting the board spreads propaganda. Our messages are rooted in truth. The broadcasts coming from Monarch pollute the aether with lies. All of Monarch's extraplanetary broadcasts are routed through Devil's Peak Station. I want you to claim Devil's Peak Station for the board, by force if need be.
Oh.
Monarch is a den of anarchy and barbarism. Keep your wits about you, and remember that you're doing the law's work.
Wait, so they're replacing God with law? Interesting. Any idea who's behind these broadcasts?
Monarch is a hotbed of anarchists operating under the misguided notion that the colony doesn't need the guiding hand of the board. It may not be a single individual behind these broadcasts, but any number of factions.
Monarch's a big place. I could use a lead.
I have an agent working in Stellar Bay. Everett Gill. Have a word with him as soon as you arrive.
Everett
The
Gill.
passphrase is, the kind of pine grows at night.
The kind of pine grows at night. The kind of pine grows at night. Isn't it the name of a romance serial?
Yes. So what? Look, that's not important. Get to Stellar Bay and find Everett Gill.
So Sophia likes to read romance serial or watch romance serial. Interesting. I'll take care of it.
Speak to Percival before you go. He'll arrange for your reward for turning in Wells.
I'll be back.
I look forward to news of your victory on Monarch.
He has a very relaxing job.
Adjutant Akande has instructed me to reward you for information leading to the arrest of Phineas Wells. Please allow me to extend my felicitations on a job well done.
Thank you, Percival. I appreciate it.
Quite so, madam. As an acting agent of the board, you are entitled to purchase a selection of official board-certified equipment at a discount. Do let me know if you wish to take advantage of this special offer.
Don't you ever get tired of being Sophia's lackey?
I am contractually obligated to inform you that it is an honor and a privilege to serve the adjutant. Also, I have a weakness for personalized stationery.
If his job pays really well and all he has to do is, welcoming individuals wanting to speak with Sophia, and just that the job is, I'll take it. You're the man of the world, Percy. Got any advice?
If you're traveling to Monarch, beware of animals and locals. But I repeat myself.
I want to buy some equipment.
I am at your service.
Wait, why is it locked? Latinus. Popper. Popper, wow. Okay. Do you have light machine gun Mark III, maybe? Heavy machine gun. I don't like the knockback effect. But I'm curious, what is the knockback effect? It's different from the knockdown effect, right? The shotguns have a knockdown effect. Maybe I'll buy the heavy machine gun just to see how it handles, right? Yeah, I'll buy one. Why not? Yeah, the shotgun is a knockdown effect. But what is knockback? Burn, 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 burn. Stagger, bolter pistol, stagger. Automag. Okay, bye-bye Percival Plot. So all quests now converge to Monarch. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to Velma. We found Velma's subordinate's body in a house of a family of cannibals, right? Braxton hacked. The man who brought the family candy. In the end, the family killed and ate him, I guess. Let's go to Monarch. Wait, it has lower damage. At the same level of 28, it has lower damage than the light machine gun. Why? I wonder why. Why does it have lower damage? I wonder why. Hold on. Let's try this. Level 28, but it has lower damage. Is it because of the knockback effect? I don't know. So let's install Speedy Made Barrel and Magnum maybe. Oh, I don't have the Speedy Made Barrel. But even if I, the Speedy Made Barrel increase about 500 points of damage for the light machine gun. So even if I install this with a Speedy Made Barrel, it will only be around 1,700, maybe 1,800 give or take. This one is 2.3. This one is definitely much stronger than the heavy machine gun though. Let's make one round to see how the crew is doing. Then we
Careful
go
where
back.
you step, Captain. Mioka spilled a full bottle of purple berry wine on the floor, and again neglected to clean it up.
Really?
Hey, Cap.
Is that true, Nyoka? Don't do that. Just because Sam is here to clean up, please don't do that. Let's keep it clean and tidy, everyone. Where is Monarch? Yep. Edgewater landing pad. Roseway landing pad. Oh yeah, I wanna talk to the guy who has a conspiracy. Well, the term conspiracy theory is, for many people, it is a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Just because something is a theory of a conspiracy doesn't automatically makes it hogwash. Yeah, the guy who theorized about the robot uprising.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Yep, I want to talk to him. I haven't spoken to him after I cut power to Edgewater. Where is that guy? I think he's around here somewhere. He should be around here somewhere. Yeah, Ludwig Miller.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage
No,
us.
not mechanical. Okay.
Go on.
Okay, yeah. I think now I need to buy a Speedy Made barrel for the heavy machine gun, right? Let's go to a vending machine. Yep, vending machine. Let's go. Maybe Spacer's Choice, I don't know. Speedy Made barrel. Oh, here it is. Buy one. Now let's try. Okay, with speedy mate barrel. Okay, and the magazine with what? Power maybe? Let's try power. Mag 2 power. Plasma type, so it's burn, right? I think it's burn now, I don't know. Oh, knockback. Yeah, even with the, even with the plasma and the speedy mid barrel, it still cannot compete with the light machine gun DPS. So it is actually bad, I think. Yeah, no reason to use it then. Okay. Okay. Hold on, what if I do this? What is the damage now? 223 1599. I think plasma has a burn effect, right? Yeah, I don't. Let me try if it has a burn effect. Where can I use it on? Okay, I know where I can use it. Hold on. Maybe before I reload my previous save, at one point, I went to this one, Cascadia landing pad. There was some enemies there. Let's go here and see if it now has a burn effect. Because I don't like the burning effect. Why? Because it causes corpses to turn into dust. I don't like dust corpse. I want lingering corpse for Aldervaris to admire her work. Cascadia landing pad. Halcyon Helen. Ruth Bellamy. Let's see if it has a burning effect that makes enemies turn into dust. I hope not though, I hope not. Steno? What is that? Steno? Okay, no turning into dust. Good, I guess. Yep. Oh, it turns into dust. It is bad. Okay, never mind. Change the magnum back. Rabbit spread? What happened? Oh, what? What are these? No matter how scary the creatures are, they are no match for modern weaponries. Yep, no match for modern weaponries. Marauder thug. Purple berry. Oh, this used to be a factory, maybe? Manufacturing purple berry. Okay, I need to get back out. I'm just here to test the weapons. The most lethal enemies so far are still humans, with weapons. These creatures are no match for modern weaponries. No matter how scary they look, it doesn't matter. Marina Bekeshko has prevented the most foot and hand goals of any Darling's goalie. Aaron Dubois, a popular tile goalie, Dubois frequently uses hacking to stop body goals. I want to test something. Change back to Magnum magazine, I guess, for the assault rifle. Yeah, how does it fare against these creatures? Let's find out. Adrena time, twice the speed, half the price. Be a better you with Adrena time. Okay, daylight. Wait, the corpses are still here? Okay. I'm looking for a new... Oh, one red dot. Where is it? To the left. The left? Oh, to the right. Wait, there's... Oh, is it inside this building? But I was here before. Oh, over here maybe. Nice. Okay, good. Three dots. Oh! Yeah, go back to the ship. Okay, we're going to see Velma in Stellar Bay.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Yes, good job, Ada. Very good job. I like it. Oh, shit. Okay, let's sleep. Slim and Shine dyed toothpaste. Sold by vendors. Everett Gill. This one is Grim, not Everett Gill.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Poster? What poster?
It's signed by Birdie Blackhole Holcomb, one of the greatest hackers who ever played tossball. Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
Where can I find this poster?
Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay. It's everyone on a cat. Whatever you say.
Okay, where can I find this poster though? Okay, where is Velma?
Got it. Heads down.
I wanna explore this place, but not now. I need to find Velma first.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
She's always cranky.
No, I mean more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeinoid pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just the usual. Any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Frederick, what? Halstead?
Velma's not so bad, long as you avoid her when she's stressed. Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows. Plenty of work to do, especially with so many no-shows.
Velma Ballard.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to
Catherine?
come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Why would I want to lie? What are you talking about, Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook.
Fallbrook.
Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Oh, health manager. The Braxton hacked guy. Your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra jugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
What's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, all right? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Surely you can make them come back.
Not on Monarch. Sanjar threw out the old work mandates and penalties.
Oh, Sanjar throughout the old work mandates and penalties. Wait, so Sanjar is the leader on Monarch? I guess the head honcho of MSI then. That's good, right?
Sure. Until your workers start making ridiculous demands.
I can talk to Caleb for you.
You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it?
No. I mean, yes.
Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Oh, that's the bar, right? Caleb Herrick. You said Braxton had been stealing drugs?
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton's shifts.
Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the Saltuna, fat and mostly tumor-free.
Good.
Stealing and...
Actually, nice of you not to say anything.
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined. Besides... And...
You should have hung that sleaze back out to dry.
Someone would have if this were a corporate town. But we pride ourselves on giving people a little breathing room. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough.
Who's this Catherine you mentioned when I first came in here?
Sublight boss out of Fallbrook. Handles most goods that come in or out of Stellar Bay. Has a mouth like a ground six spacer.
Oh, sublight boss, so she works for Lilia Hagens then. Let's talk about Caleb.
Unless you're here to tell me he's agreed to do his job again, I've got nothing to say.
Why can't you give him his pay increase?
I don't have the bits for it, plain and simple. Besides, if I make an exception for him, I gotta do the same for everyone.
They're hard workers, aren't they? Don't they deserve some compensation for that?
Hard workers? They turn dials and flip switches. The machines do all the actual work.
Oh, I see now.
I'll wager she don't pay those folks that maintain the mechanicals decent neither.
Caleb and his crew have it better than anyone else around here, I'll tell you that much. If Caleb wants to keep this job, he'd better get back to it. I'm about ready to hire sublight contractors at this rate.
If you hire a sublight, you'll just give them more control over your business.
You know, I hadn't thought of it that way. Last thing I need is Catherine Malin even farther up my ass than she already is.
Catherine Malin.
Fine.
Wait,
Tell
what?
Caleb he and his team can have their raise, but I need them back here immediately.
Wait, what? I didn't agree to do this. I mean, I didn't agree to help Caleb get his pay increase. I was just asking questions. What the fuck?
He's getting his raise. I don't see that we've got any more to say on the matter.
I've got some bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Give her Braxton's ID. He was killed by cannibals out in the ruins.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself.
Why?
Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement.
I'll talk to you later. Velma Ballard, Caleb Herrick. Where is Caleb Herrick?
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Old Bess?
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Oh.
Sorry, ma'am. I wasn't trying to be rude. It's just your flanging apparatus isn't making a strong flange, so your sealer isn't sealing right, and...
Oh. I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need?
Bess is the machine. Back in the Edgewater cannery. Right? The processing machine. Parvati gave it the name Bess. Alright. So, let's leave this place. It smells of fish. Where is the yacht club? I forgot where it is. I met Nyoka there, but where is it? There it is. The yacht club. Bennett.
In case I did not impress it upon you before, I'd like to enjoy my solitude.
Okay. Okay, let's take a breather here, girls. Then, after that, we'll continue with our quests, okay?